Okay, let's give you guys some more practice. So here, find the area of this purple section here. Because I'm a nice guy, I've given you the coordinates at this precise point here. So the coordinates here is 1, negative 3. Okay, so somehow find this area here. So press pause and have a go. Okay, so to do this here, let's sum up all the rectangles here. So we're going to integrate it vertically. So if you look at this one rectangle here, the width of this rectangle here is dx. So we're going to need to do something like this: integrate it from -2 to 1, and then it will be something, and then it will be dx, because if you're summing up all the rectangles here, the width here of this rectangle is dx. So so it will be something dx here. Okay. The next question is, well, you need to know the height of this thing here. You need to know the height. Well, do you get the blue line? So do you get the blue line? Take away the red line, or do you get the red line here? Take away the blue line here. So if we're summing up vertically like this, so do we get the red line? Do we get this red line here? Take away the blue line, or do we get the blue line? Take away the red line. Whenever this happens, try to do something like this. Hang on. So here you've got one rectangle here. So whenever this happens, try to play around like this. Imagine. So this here is a red line. Let's just imagine when you put, let's say you put this point A into the red line here. Let's just say it will spit out a positive 3. Just whenever this happens, just try and imagine it. Give it any number. Let's just say 3. And now look at the blue line. When you put, let's say this point is A. If you put A into the blue line, let's just say it spits out a -7. Let's just say that. Okay. So now we've got a choice of getting. Well, do we get the red line? Do we get the red line? Take away the blue line, or do we get the blue line? Take away the red line. So hang on. So let's look at the case of the red line taking away the blue line. Well, red line, so that's this red line here. Take away, so red line, if you put it into here, it will give you a 3. 3. Take away the blue line. Well, if you look at the blue line here, if you put A into the blue line, it will spit out a -7. So -7. So now you've got 3 take away a -7. That will give you a +10. So this length here will give you a positive 10. Now let's look at the case when you get a blue line, take away the red line. Well, if you put A into the blue line, it will spit out a -7. It will spit out a -7, and then you take away. Now look at the red line, because we've got the red line here. Put A into the red line, and it will spit out a +3. It will spit out +3. So now you've got -7 take away 3. That will give you a -10. So it seems as if we should get the red line take away the blue line. Okay. So now let's explore on in a different region. Let's just look at this region here. Hang on. Let's just look at this region here. So let's say this point here is B now. Okay, so let's just make this up. Let's just say this here is -2, and this here is negative. Let's just say 7. We don't know. Let's make something up. So now, do you get the red line? Do you get the red line? Well, if you get the red line, take away the blue line. Now let's look at the red line, which is here. Put B into the red line, and it will spit out a -2. Okay, so it will spit out a -2, and then you take away. Now put B into the blue line, and it will spit out a -7. A -7. Okay, so in this case here, we will have -2 plus plus 7 here, it will be positive 5. Okay, so this length here, from here to here, is a positive 5. Now let's explore the case when you have blue take away red. Blue take away red, hang on. Now looking at the blue line, looking at this blue line here, put B into the blue line, put B into the blue line, and it will give you a negative 7. A negative 7. Now we take away the red line. Now put B, now looking at the red line here, put B into the red line and it will spit out a negative 2. So a negative 2. So now you've got a negative 5. So here again it seems as if we should get the red, take away the blue. So after all that, to get the length in between here, we should get the red line, take away the blue line. Okay, so we should get the red line, take away the blue line, and then follow it through, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, and it should equal 9. Okay, so after all that, it's the red line, take away the blue line. Yeah, just play around with it and explore for yourself. Okay, so yeah, it's the red line, take away the blue line.